Yo, what's good? I'm gonna show you how to turn your Nettspend beats from this into this. Make sure to watch the whole way through because I have some crazy tips to really elevate your sound. To start off making this beat, I opened up Nettspend and looked for a pad. The one I used was called Scanner Pad under the Soft Pad section. And here all I did was just lay down 2 9th chords and duplicate that over 4 times. To get these 9th chords, here I started off with the F, went up 4 semitones and then up 3 to create a simple major triad. And then I added 2 notes above the triad to make it a 9th chord. Here up 3 semitones and then up 2. Then to create the second chord, I grabbed this whole chord and duplicated it over and pitched it down 5 semitones. And then all I did was just delete some of the notes and pitch around the notes into different octaves to invert the chord. Here's what that chord progression sounds like. Next, I just opened up Nettspend and got this sound called 303 Imposter from the synth basses category. And here I just copied the bass notes from the other progression and put it straight into here. Here's what that sounds like. I also made sure to route this bass to a mixer track and take out the lows to make sure that it wasn't clashing with the 808. For the next sound, I just opened up Nettspend again and got a pad called Stars Plus. And here I just laid the chords from the original progression onto this MIDI, and I added on a gross beat, shaper box, and just an EQ to take out those lows. Here's what that sounds like. Next, I just added in a counter lead from Nettspend called DigiLead, and I laid down this very simple counter melody. Here, I just listened to the melody that I already made, and I just tried to hum out a melody that I could hear on that beat, and then I just laid that down straight into the MIDI. This is what that sounds like. And that just repeats every 4 bars. Next, I just got a random lead from a random serum bank. This is the serum bank if you want it. And I just laid down this very simple progression. It is just descending through all of the notes in the chord progression. This is what it sounds like. Next, I got a random pluck from serum, and I just arpeggiated the chord progression that I used in the rest of the beat. This is what I came up with. However, this isn't the final product because I ran it through a whole bunch of effects. I ran it through multiple gross beats. The first one's just a 2x speed, then we've got a repeat E, and just a quarter gate. And that was everything for the melody. This is what the full melody sounds like. Now onto the drums, I just used a very simple 2-step hi-hat pattern. I used this crash that OK uses in a lot of his beats. This is what it sounds like. It's that glass break effect, if you know what I'm talking about. I just put that on the 1 of every 8 bars. Then I just found a nice bounce for the open hat here. I put on cut self within the open hat so that I could do this little technique here where it cuts out the open hat that was placed just before it. As it goes into the next one, this is what that sounds like. Just that little thing there. I just added the clap, pretty basic clap just on the 3rd beat of every single bar. And I also just added this Pierborn raw effect. That's what that sounds like. I'm sure you've heard it before. And finally, I just got the 808 and I laid down the bass notes of the chord progression and just changed up the rhythm, changed up the octaves here. Here I just pitched it up 1 octave from being down here because it was too low. And here again I changed up the octave to add in some more variation. Here's what all those drums sounds like together. Now we're done all that, we're ready to go into arranging the beat. To start off the arrangement of this beat, I just got the hi-hat and put it here for 3 beats to lead into the drop of the beat. And I just put in basically all the melodies apart from one of the plucks. Then I added that in later. Here you can see that I rendered out some of the beat. This is just so I can cut the beat to make the next drop of the beat even harder. Here I just added in like a little laugh, I like the way it sounds. And I just kept using those principles in this verse section of the beat that I added the bridge. And I just repeated that whole thing over again. And finally for the outro, I just rendered out 8 bars of the beat and I faded it out. I appreciate y'all for watching. Leave some feedback in the comments And this is what the full beat sounds like. Love you guys.